Welcome back to the Daily Arizona Update. Today is September 5th, and we have a lot to cover from the wealthiest zip codes in Arizona. The rodeo is back, Oktoberfest. We have Jennifer Aniston's back fitness studio coming to Scottsdale, Arizona. We have Old Town experiences, new restaurants closing. We also have a brand new story around Fry's Electronics, which is a short one, but one that you want to hear. So, my name is Cole Rapp. I am a real estate agent in the state of Arizona. I've sold millions of dollars of real estate, and I am hoping to share my knowledge of Arizona with you if you're thinking about moving here or just a resident looking to learn more. By watching these videos, you can be more informed about the area, and you can avoid missing out on crucial things that you need to go to that are limited time experiences. Starting with that is going to be the Scottsdale Rodeo. So we're going to cover things in chunks. Starting off, we're going to be doing events. The Scottsdale Rodeo is coming this weekend. So today, as of filming this and posting through the 7th, it is going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it is supposedly going to be one of the best rodeos in all of the United States. So there's going to be 2 dates for this rodeo. The March Rodeo, which is March 5th through 8th in 2026, and that's going to be at Westworld. Now you have the September Rodeo. This is going to be the second annual The West's Most Western Rodeo. A bit of a tongue twister. It is going to be today, the September 5th through 7th, 2025, and will be located in Westworld. So the performance is 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday and 2 p.m. on Sunday. Gates open 2 hours prior to performance, and it is highly recommended to get to the arena at least 1 hour early so parking and seating can be situated. Next up, we have Phoenix's Oktoberfest, now that it is officially September and fall has hit. So the Oktoberfest is going to be one of those classic events that you should be going to. There are a handful of them across the valley. You have Pinnacle Brewing Oktoberfest in September 20th. You have Oktoberfest weekend at multiple locations on September 20th through 21st and the 27th. And then you also have Saddle Mountain, the 26th through 27th. So if you are someone that enjoys Oktoberfest, the vibes of drinking beer and just hanging out with your friends, I will make sure to link this in the video description for all of the dates because it is going to be all throughout September and October. Pick your favorite spot. Mine is going to be something probably October West, something a little closer to Halloween itself. I just like the vibes. Next up, we have brand new openings coming to Scottsdale. So Jennifer Aniston Back Fitness Studio is coming to Scottsdale Waterfront. The duo is opening their location of P-Volve, a fitness method that combines functional movements with resistance training. In January 2026, roughly 2,500 square foot of the Scottsdale Waterfront, the fitness franchise will offer memberships that are $119, $169, $219, and $249. There's also going to be a drop-in price of $36 if you just want to check it out. Jennifer Aniston's business partner learned about it after coming across an Instagram post from Jennifer Aniston. She said, "When I saw Jennifer Aniston, I was like, oh wow, what is she doing?" she said. So this is how it started. She just wants to let more people know because she thinks that it's so good. I think she is an aspirational figure. Who doesn't want to look like Jennifer Aniston? I mean, shit. I would even like to look like Jennifer Aniston. She really is a selective with who she actually partners with, so that is also more appealing. You kind of just have that feel, an inside track, just doing what she's doing. So this is going to be a brand new location coming up here to the Scottsdale Waterfront. This is going to be the address right here next to Culinary Dropout, Maple and Ash. You've also got the entire mall right here. So a really great area. If you're familiar with Scottsdale, there's going to be plenty of parking to get to. And go ahead and let me know if you check it out. So next up, we have the Van Gogh experience coming to Scottsdale in Arizona. This is going to be an immersive experience where you sit and live through Van Gogh paintings. It is great to go, whether you're sober, a couple White Claws deep, whatever that looks like. The Van Gogh experiences is for all. Beyond Van Gogh rather, has been globally seen by more than 7 million people, and it comes to Scottsdale under the direction of its original producer, Paquin Entertainment Group. God, I swear everything is so difficult to pronounce. I'm going to crush it. Give me one more month. Ticket sales begin on 10 a.m. Tuesday, September 9th, so that's just around the corner. With a pre-sale on the Fever website, customers can join the wait list and get 20% off tickets, and then the general sale will begin on September 10th. So if this is something that you're looking to do for yourself or a date night, definitely make sure to check it out before tickets are gone. Now, we have some restaurants, some openings, some closing. You might not be familiar with Sam Fox, but you're definitely familiar with their restaurants. You have Culinary Dropout, Blanco, you have The Henry, Dober, Flower Child, Arrogant Butcher, Olive and Ivy, Zinburger, Wildflower, Pushing Daisies, Society Swan. There are countless Sam Fox restaurants that are all incredible. The ambiance is great, and they also offer a lot of gluten-free options if that is something that you are into. Wildflower, I would say, is essentially a higher-end Panera bread, which is, never a bad thing. Panera's great, but all things fall off. So Society Swan is actually going to be that new restaurant that is opening on October 15th in the Scottsdale Fashion Square. They leased a 2-story space that was formerly the Kona Grill right inside, kind of off the valet area. So this is going to be another good place to check out, including Elefante and Catch. The name, design, and vibe of Society Swan was inspired by the history of the New York City socialites known as the Swans. These were popular in the 60s and 70s, as well as a man-made island in Paris that is home to a replica of the Statue of Liberty. So this is going to be a great place to check out, I'm sure. Keep this on your radar for October 15th. Now we have another new restaurant that is a longtime Valley Mexican restaurant opening in Arcadia. So Salt and Lime Modern Mexican Grill is opening its first location in Arcadia. This is another great Mexican food restaurant. I mentioned the Sam Fox restaurants. I really like Blanco Cocina and Cantina. They have a handful of restaurants from Chandler to Scottsdale to Phoenix. They're all fantastic. Salt and Lime is also great. Make sure to check it out if you are in the area. Now, before we get into what's happening with Fry's Electronics and the wealthiest zip codes in Maricopa and Pinal County, let's get into some restaurants that are actually closing. So bad news for the Valley if these are any of your favorites. You have Brunch Problems, which I haven't heard of. Maybe that's why they're closing. I don't know. I'm not the judge. The Living Room, Wine Cafe and Lounge. You also have Thai Cuisine, Phoenix Beer Co., Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers, which is actually going to be rebranding as the original Arcadia Tavern. You have Shady Park, which is by far the saddest on this list. Shady Park has had a lot of issues with noise complaints, I believe, was the main issue. There were some conflicts with the city of Tempe. This was a really cool ramen spot. It was also a really cool sushi. There was pizza. There was live music and performances. Shady Park performances. A really, really cool venue. I mean, this is what we're losing. Kind of a bummer. On this list, this is definitely the toughest one. You also have Sake Bomber, Sushi and Grill, JT Prime, Chili Kopi, as well as Scoopwell's Dough Bar, which this location I have not been to, but I have been to the one in Gilbert. It was never that busy, so I'm not entirely surprised, although I do love cookie dough, so it's unfortunate to see that go. Now, the old Fry's Electronics. There's been a lot going on with this. Someone bought the massive 10-foot tall snake. There was all the palm trees in there, 45-foot double-sided gondola shelves, which I'm sure you were jazzed about. But the entire pyramid Fry's Electronics is actually going to be torn down. It is set to be demolished, which a lot of memories for anyone that grew up in the area or is just a native to Arizona. This location specifically, we have all been to. It has been closed since 2021, and not entirely surprised it's now going. So it's going to be turning into, I believe, a fire department or the police department. Yeah, right here, the City of Phoenix announced on Tuesday that it has received the permits to demolish the building this month. Instead, the plot of land will be turned into a new police precinct and fire station. So long live Fry's Electronics. I almost wish that they were going to move the fire station and police precinct into the old building with all of the design. That would have been awesome, but, dreamers keep dreaming. Lastly, we have the wealthiest zip codes of Maricopa and Pinal counties. So this is the way that they did it. They mentioned here it's a weighted scale because immediately when we see it, you're going to be like, what is going on here? So the information was obtained by a 5-year version of the Census Bureau, and it talks about the rankings are derived from a weighted calculation that relies on multiple data points and demographics. Consideration is given to population density as well as income, home equity, estimated savings, and poverty rates identify zip codes with the greatest concentration of wealth per capita. So the wealthiest zip codes in Maricopa and Pinal counties are 85251, 85254, 85253, and then we also have coming in Sun City, some Phoenix. Chandler makes it to 6th on the list. Mesa, 85205 makes it to 7th on the list, which 85205 is actually one of the areas right next to Falcon Field. It's going to be a lot of this Alta Mesa, and then also a lot of these private estates, which, you can see some of these plots of land. You might not have thought that Mesa has it like this, but you would be surprised. So this is an average lot right here. Still bigger. These are still bigger lots. Then you get to a little bit bigger here. We're getting closer to maybe 20,000 square foot. And then you get into these, which are just I mean, they're just homes of their own. Why even talk to your neighbors when you can both have your own tennis court? I mean, why not, right? You can see all the trees. This one, you get entire cul-de-sac to yourself. It's pretty crazy. So, not surprising to see it on the list, but what is surprising is that you have so many other zip codes outside of Scottsdale and Paradise Valley coming to the list. Chandler at 6. Then you have Surprise at 8. Phoenix back at 9, and Peoria coming in at 10. So the one that we don't get is Gilbert until number 18, which is 85233, which if you aren't familiar with where that is, I am happy to show it to you on a map as the reigning champ of Gilbert. So a prominent place in 85233 is going to be the islands. You also have a lot of plots like these, which are very likely to be County Island. It's a pretty popular area overall. I wouldn't say it's as fancy as that higher end Mesa zip code, but that makes sense why it is number 18. And also, fun fact, if you are buying a home in Arizona right now, 85233 is actually one of the hottest zip codes in general. So it's great for anyone selling a home in that area. If you are curious about the other hot zip codes, feel free to comment below and I'm happy to help you out with those. So these are the stories, events, and restaurant news for the week. This is September 5th update, daily update. I will see you again on the next video. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in the comments below. And if you made it this far, again, thank you for watching.